Afternoon, teachers. Once again, introducing myself. My name is Bala Subramanian, part of IIT Madras Vidya Shakti team. So, we're once again meeting capacity class. The topic is this week as well is going to be the AI teachers board. So, last 2 weeks we covered quite a bit of the tools capabilities. We do have a couple of more features in the tool, which is what we will go through today. Okay. Before we begin the class, I hope my screen is my voice and video and audio quality is good. Can a couple of you give me a thumbs up? Is my audio clear? Audio clear? Ganesh and Yamini? Okay. A very quick recap of what we learned last week. I'll just put up the tool that we used last 2 weeks. Right? We first of all introduced you all to AI, and we talked about how AI can help the teachers in creating a lot of support work for you in the class, outside the class, and how AI is going to be an assistant to you and not going to replace teachers in any way. Okay? Because teachers bring in that affinity to students, the empathy to students, right? Which cannot be replaced at all. So whatever tools that we learn here or we introduce you to, it's only going to assist you. It is a supporting tool to teachers, and the tool can make mistakes because it is still a technology enabler. It can make mistakes, but you are going to finally evaluate whatever the tool is giving and use that content appropriately. We introduce you to Bodhan.ai. Bodhan.ai is a dedicated education related COE set up by Ministry of Education, the Government of India, and given this work to IIT Madras. So the COE is named as Bodhan.ai. It's going to work only on education related AI tools for school education primarily, right? And why this tool? There are other tools like a ChatGPT or a Gemini or a Claude that some of you are already using it. We talked about it because all other tools uses data, stores data in servers outside India, whereas this tool uses the infrastructure is housed in India, so the data doesn't go. This tool is custom developed for Indian education system. So the content that is already fed into the tool engine, the AI engine, is all our state board, central board syllabus books, and then all the material that are relevant to our school education. So the tool is not going to search some repository. It's going to search the information from the books and the syllabus that are relevant and appropriate for Indian education. We also learned about, so I'll just get into the tool. Some of you would have also registered. Okay, we talked about how to register the tool. So the tool looks like this. We discussed about the importance of strong prompt versus weak prompt. While the tool tool is built for if you can use a very strong, that means you can ask the more detailed, elaborate, very specific questions to the tool. It can, so that's what we learned about strong prompt and a weak prompt. After that, we saw over these 2 weeks, we saw four tools, sorry. First week, we saw what is lesson plan, how to create a lesson plan for your class preparation, specific subject, specific topic, specific grade, other things that you gave, and then created a class lesson plan. And based on the lesson plan, we created 3 different how to create a worksheet to be used in the class by you while teaching in the class. Then we created a quiz to be used at the end of the class. You can decide 10 questions, 15 questions, 5 questions. All that is, you can give it in the prompt. It gave us a set of quiz. You don't have to use that. And finally, before the children go home, you used to assign them a homework, and the homework can also be created from here. So these are the 4 tools that we have seen so far. Let me just pause here and then see if anyone has any questions at this point in time. If there is a question, is my audio breaking in between, Ganesh? We'll ask the team to check that. Thanks for that feedback. Now, you have created a lesson plan. Sorry. So you've taken a subject. For that, you created a lesson plan. You have taught that in the class and created quiz, homework, all of that is done. Now there is a time to do a revision of this before the test, possibly, right? So here's an option to do a revision. Okay, how do we do the revision here? So I'm creating a revision sheet here. So this tool, I think last time itself I explained this. This is in the staging mode. So more and more features will be added to this tool. And for example, here you're seeing in this option, only grade 6 is given. Other grades are not there in this option. All this will be added in coming weeks. Right? This tool is going to be launched across India, open to all the teachers sometime in the early September. Right? So here you can see in the example, there is an AP-CRT board is option given and CBSE option given. So you're going to create a revision sheet now. I selected AP-CRT as a board, English medium, and I'm taking a topic because it is science. I selected a topic which we are going to revise. It is for grade 6. And you can decide whether what type of exam is it. Is it a class test, unit test, board exams? Because sometimes the difficulty levels may vary if it is a board exam, right? Preparation for the board exam, revision for the board exam. So I selected these options. Other classes will come, other boards will be added, other languages will also be added as the tool gets finalized. Okay. So now I'm generating sheet here. Okay, it's saying that it can definitely create a revision sheet for me, but it's asking 2 questions because I have just used the options given in the tool itself. I selected the board, I selected the topic, I selected the grade and the medium, right? So now it's asking 2 questions. A revision window. How much time do students have for revision? I have not specified that, right? So it's asking a question. Accordingly, it can create the revision sheet. Then it's asking, is it a standard revision sheet or mock test mode? What do you want? It's asking me. I'm saying create it for 45 minutes and in standard mode. I'm just adding additional input to the tool now because it has not generated the revision sheet yet. Okay, now it has taken this additional inputs. It's starting to create. So it's also giving me a prompt here saying that please note that as specific textbook content for this chapter was not retrieved, this draft is generated from a general curriculum knowledge. It's additional input to it. It is very generic one. It's not specific from the textbook. Okay? So I selected a topic. I randomly selected some topic, right? It's saying concepts covered. What are the concepts covered? Forces, types of forces, motion, measuring force. Then question set. First set is a quick recall of what the subject is. Then applying the knowledge, which is reasoning. Then little bit of stretch items. So it has summarized nicely 2 points in each one of this, which you can quickly revise in the class. Then it's also giving answers for some of these questions as well. So it's a simplified. It's giving you a very canned input for you to use it in the class. Right? So this is one tool. We'll quickly see other two tools also. Now, so far what we have seen is all assistant to teachers in creating a lesson plan, a worksheet, quiz, all of that, and finally a revision sheet. Right? Now all this are based on the syllabus textbooks that are already fed into the tool. In addition to all of this, you are all in the class evaluating a lot of work done by the students. Here comes a very powerful tool for you to use it in the class. Let me just stop here and see if there are any questions. Somebody was raising hand. No questions. Please type your questions if you have. Otherwise, I will not be able to know if there are any questions. Okay, let me go back. See, so far we have seen the tools that uses the content, the knowledge that is already fed into the Bodhan.ai tutor bot. Now, in addition to that, you actually do a lot of evaluation of the work done by the students. Students write in their notebook. Student write in their answer sheet. So a lot of such work that you do manage in a class. Right? So here is a very powerful tool called Evaluate Work. Okay, Evaluate Work has options. Evaluate Work is essentially evaluate an assignment written by the student. I'll take an example. I'll show an example from here. So here is an example of answer written by a student. There are two questions. Question is Newton's third law. Third law is it's a question asking what is Newton's third law. Then calculate a focal length. These are two questions a student has answered. Just imagine this answer written by a student in a class. Then one more example that I have. There is another mathematical answer written by a student. So you manually sit and go through this and find out whether the student has written it correctly. Now the tool can be used here for evaluating this. All that we have to do is I'm going to simply upload the first example. I'm giving a prompt saying evaluate the answer given in the attached file. I'm just saying file. So here it's using the powerful technology called OCR, where it can read a student's handwritten answer. So it's capable of reading the handwriting of anyone, right? So one student may write it very legibly, the other student may write it a little bit, scribble it. Everything can be handled by the tool. Hope I'm sharing. Yeah. So what it has done is it has read that paper which is you can simply take a photo from your phone and then upload it in the tool, and then it can read. It can read a JPEG file, it can read a PDF file, all of that. Okay. So I reviewed the student's work. Please note this is a draft evaluation for your review. Could not assess and the upload is clear and legible. If suppose the answer is not legible, it cannot, because it is reading the OCR technology is reading the handwritten image. Sometimes it can cause problem. It may not be able to read it. So here it's confirming that it is well able to read it. Then it's saying the student has shown strong comprehension skills and known how to apply formulas, but their conceptual understanding of Newton's third law is incomplete. So it says every action has an equal reaction, partially correct. The student missed the critical detail that the reaction is opposite in direction. Correct answer. The equal and an opposite reaction is the right answer, correct? So it has given the right answer as well. Then the next one, the focal length of the lens, correct? That was a question. Question was calculate the focal length. Okay. So it is saying that answer is correct. The student correctly identified the lens formula, recognized it for F, and performed the calculation accurately. Then what is the strength? What is the area of reteaching? All this it's giving a suggestion. So it's just one student. So you can scan multiple. Today the tool can take only 1 or 2 pages. It's of course will soon have a capability to take multiple pages also, and can handle. So you can take the answer sheets of all the students and just put everything in one PDF file and then upload it as well. So you will get the evaluation done in minutes, if not in seconds. So I'm going to give another example now. Second one, I'm giving the second answer sheet. I have another example. Example 2. I'm just saying, let me see how this is reacting now. I did not say that answer sheet, things like that. It is still doing it. Right? The previous one, it said both are correct answer. Here it has found a mistake as well. Here you can see 23 minus 7 equal to 16, not 18. Whereas student has written in the sheet that if you see, I'll show you. While he's applied the formula correctly, but the methodology is right. It's saying 27 minus 7 equal to 18. Okay, so it's correcting that. Correct approach is doing. Then the second one. So it simplifies a lot of your effort here. So these are just simple examples. As it can go as complex as evaluating a complete answer sheet with for an exam, and the capabilities are slowly coming. As a technology, the tool is capable of reading a student's handwriting. For example, this is just mathematics, correct? Whereas in if it is a theory answer the student is writing, the tool will still do those evaluation. Right? Each student can write it in one fashion. So the tool will get better and better as it goes. So these are the typical answer sheets that you evaluate. Now, in addition to this, you also prepare a lot of uh, analysis of work. I'm taking an example here. So you have evaluated the answer sheets. Now you have the marks of 13 students here across subject: English, Tamil, Maths, Science, Social, AI, total, then percentage. This is something that's available. Now you want to get an analysis of this. I'm just, this example has about 13 students. In your class, you can have 40, 50 students. Suppose you want to get the analysis of the marks, who's in the top range, who's doing good, who's doing in which subject good, because you cannot read all the marks of 50, 100 students and then come up with that analysis. The tool can do that. You will also notice that we're not given the name of the student in this data, correct? So this is purely to protect the personal identification, because it goes to a tool. This you should be careful even in ChatGPT or Gemini, which you are using sometimes. Never put a personal information of a student in the tool, because once it goes out into any of these tools, it's available for public, correct? That content can be used by the tool. That's why we are very particular about India specific tool, the data being in India, but still the name cannot be revealed. Right? It's a personal identifier of the name person. So such personal information should not be put in the platform. So we've taken as a S1 to S13. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to upload this and ask the tool to analyze it for me. I'm saying that attached file has the marks of several students. Analyze the marks and summarize. And you can be as specific as you want. If you want a very particular analysis, very particular inference from that, you can ask them. So it says overall classroom shows a strong proficiency in language and AI, but there is significant performance gap in mathematics and science. A high level summary. Okay. Then high performers in Tamil and AI are strongest subjects. Then critical area maths and science shows a lowest score. For example, student S2, S6, S8 scored below 40 in both subjects. If you have 100 students data, you won't be able to sit and take down all of this. This is 100 students across 5 different subjects. It has summarized. This is not a education specific, we can say, but the tool has capability to analyze voluminous data and give you the summarized view of the answer. Right? Then it's also suggesting what target support that you can do. Right? You might consider a remedial bridge session for S2, S6, and S8 specific students also. So you can call out very quickly those students they require a remedial session. And a peer learning can be so slightly better, but not still there. It's suggesting that you can have a master's peer learning session for them. Ask those students to come in. Now you can also go one step from here. You want to generate a worksheet for this remedial, can do that. Or rather, you want to now write to the parents to get their attention. So you can say, write letter to the parent of students very low marks. Generated a nice letter, which of course will not have the name of the things. And it's giving you a template. Dear parents, I'm writing to share the result of the recent midterm examination of students. I've shown participation in the class, but what is an improvement area? It is given you a So and then it says, I would like to invite you for a brief meeting, date and time. So this can be taken, converted to very specific letter, naming the parents, naming the students, and then sent out. The tool is being built to support a teacher's work in the class, not just limiting to the class preparation or content for the class or exams. It also goes one more step uh, to support in some of these post-class administrative activities as well. Then you can appreciate students also, top performing students. You can write them a plan for parent-teacher meeting. So you can say, right, create letter for these are just prompts that is giving, but it can do more. Also gives 2-3 formats. Cool. Hope you find the tool useful, and can we get some reaction from one of you, some of you, or if you have any questions, you can raise that as well here. So with this, we have covered all the features that have been built so far. As I was telling, this tool is still maturing, still being developed, still being enhanced. So more and more features will be added, and more and more content going into it. As more users use this, a tool will get further fine-tuned, because tool learns by itself uh, through the use of it. That's the power of AI, right? More and more we use it, uh, whatever prompt that you're giving, all that gets stored there. It'll build a lot of uh, response answers based on that. So I'd like to hear some feedback, if or questions that you may have. I'll pause here to listen to that. You can type your questions in the chat window. Hope some of you have already registered in the tool last time. Did any of you try this in your class or outside the class? If you have any experience, or you can just say, if you tried, just say yes, please. Please do try. Those who have registered, you can try this. All the options that I've showed here in the last 3 weeks that you have learned. For others who have not registered yet, just give us a few more days. We will come back to you with the next registration window that opens up very soon. But anyway, from September, it will be open for everyone across India. Okay. That we covered the core tool. Next week onwards, we will get on to the next level of AI. Plus, there are various other topics that we want to cover as part of the capacity building. Uh, we will be doing that from next week for you. Before if there are no questions, I've not seen any questions. Hold on, there is a question. These analyses are well, sir, but as to a student studied X class but not having basics, how to boost him, sir, with the help of AI? Yeah, question is about, but a student studies in class 10 class but not having basics, how to boost? See, if you want a very customized a remedial class for students who have still not understood the basics, you can ask for a specific lesson plan for them or a remedial revision sheet that you can ask. See, just that's why I'm saying you can try all of that in the tool. In the tool. Is my audio okay, Ganesh? My video is breaking, so I'm trying to stop the video. So, yeah. Okay. So typically you will create a remedial class for them or a revision for them. So these are just examples that we given as menu buttons here now. So you can ask whatever questions that you have, whatever you want the tool to give you, suggest you, correct? Ask that in the prompt in detail. You want now create a specific, because it's not generic, basic is generic, correct? So which subject you think that the student should uh, be given a remedial class, what basics they are missing, give that particular subject, particular topic, and then ask for a remedial lesson. And you can specify that these are slow learners, these are fast learners. You can differentiate. Otherwise, you put that in the prompt. You can ask that question specifically in the prompt saying, for slow learners, give me a lesson plan or a revision. Okay. So last time in the lesson plan itself, we asked lesson plan for slow learners and fast learners. Right? So I'll take an example now. Okay, once again, I'll just for the sake of. So I'm going to say, give me lesson plan for class 9 matrices for slow learners. Lesson plan for class 9 matrices 30 class for slow learners. With 30 minutes class. It's just taking the previous lesson plan and then playing, but I'm saying from scratch. It's also prompting you, correct? Lot of if it is it's not clear, the question is not clear, it's prompting you with additional questions. See? An introduction to matrices. You can say slow and fast learners. It will give two options as well for you. So tool is so powerful. Its capabilities, as you explore more and more, you will be able to see the power of the tool. Right. Was one of the question here. Prompt. Can I try this prompt? I am teaching maths for class 10, but the learning levels of some students are approximately at class 7 level. Let us explain the concept matrix for such students in easy. Yeah, you can say if you want lessons from examples from class 11, you can ask for that. But you are teaching, giving that to class 10 students. That's fine. Okay. This has now syllabus of all NCRT, all boards, all standards, all subjects. It's been fed into this, right? Because it's available in with the department, and it has been fed. So you can ask that. There's no limit. Please try as you ask. It's the only thing you cannot ask. As in the first class we said, you cannot say, give me a review of Amir Khan film. That you cannot ask here. You can only ask education related questions. Build your prompt, write it in a manner that you want. Whatever is that in your mind, just put that down in few lines here. The stronger the prompt, the answer will be in detail. Okay? And you can enhance with additional questions as well. It's as I said, the more and more we ask questions to it, the tool will get trained. That's the beauty of AI, any AI tool. Right? Thank you. Thanks for some of the interesting questions. As you try, I'm sure that we will hear more feedback from you in coming weeks, definitely. Okay, as you start using this. Before we wind up the class, I will just prompt poll here. Appreciate if you can give your response here. I started the poll. Thank you so much for coming in large numbers here. That's really a big motivation for us.